This is KGW News at noon.
Well, thanks for joining us here at noon. I'm Ashley Korslund. Our top story today, day 2 of the first ever teachers strike for Portland Public Schools. With teachers back on the picket lines, classes are canceled for today. There's also no school tomorrow for Teacher in-Service Day, which was already marked off on the district's calendar. The district and the union aren't set to meet today, but the district has offered to meet with the union tomorrow. They've been bargaining for the past 9 months, but still appear far apart on the bigger sticking points like pay and class size.
We've seen students' needs go unanswered and unsupported for far too long. We've advocated at the district listening sessions, we've gone to the planning meetings, we've gone to the school board meetings. And you know, a wise person once told me that those closest to the pain are closest to the solution.
It's challenging to hear the union call for increased student supports while standing in an uncompromising fashion on a package that would require cuts to the very supports that we have already put in place and made deep investments in.
The teachers union says the district's latest offer still wasn't what they would consider fair, while district leaders claim that they're working with finite resources due in part to state lawmakers. In a press release, the PAT, the union, said they're committed to staying on strike for as long as it takes until they say the district makes real investments in its schools and students. Well, the strike means that a lot of Portland families are looking for alternative child care options this week. We checked in with a couple daycare facilities like WOW and Flutterville in southeast Portland's Selwood neighborhood. The daycare says it's still able to accept new children. And in North Portland, Self Enhancement Inc. says it's ramping up services and organizing daytime programs.
How do families navigate this now has definitely been one thing that we've heard over and over again. Not just a place for my student to go, but a kind of the full safety net is missing, right? The extracurriculars are gone.
Other organizations are also offering parents options, including Portland's Boys and Girls Club and Westside Dance and Gymnastics Academy in Tigard. We'll have more information on different options for you at kgw.com. And stay with us for continuing coverage of the PPS teacher strike. You can look for regular updates on air and on our KGW app. We recently learned that the phone services at OHSU have not been working. This disruption started around 8:30 this morning, according to an OHSU spokesperson, and the issue has yet to be resolved. So in the meantime, the hospital is using its backup phones and other secure channels of communication, as well as sending ambulances to other hospitals. Officials encourage patients to use 911 for emergencies and use MyChart if you need to reach an OHSU provider for non-emergencies. We will keep you posted on this developing situation on air and online at kgw.com as soon as we learn more. Let's take a second now to get a look at the forecast. And Rod, you said today's looking a little bit dry in the afternoon.
Yeah, you know, we had the rain yesterday, not late in the day, in the afternoon, then overnight, early this morning. But now look at the radar. We still have all this rain in eastern Oregon. That's going to be breaking up in the coming hours. We still have rain that's generating as it gets lifted up over the Cascades, the air, but really continues to be pretty dry up and down the Willamette Valley. And now it's also pretty dry up and down the coast. There are some showers up around Astoria, but this continues to be a day to me that looks like it's going to become, as Ashley mentioned, just drier and drier as we go. Here's Cannon Beach Live, 57 degrees, some showers along the north coast. We're drying downtown, and look at this. Southwest winds, 66 degrees. The record today is 68. Warmer already than I thought it would be today, and now just 2 degrees from a record high on the second day of November. It is cooler out in the gorge where they've had some rain as well. It's only 47. That's the Oregon Veterans Home camera out in the Dalles. And real quick, here are these temperatures. 65 at Pearson Airfield up in Vancouver. I'm just looking for some of the hotter numbers. There's 64 in Kaiser showing up. I've got Portland kind of staying where we are right now for a high. Showers eventually will come completely to an end, I think, as we get rolling into this evening. Ashley?
All right, Rod, thank you. A Multnomah County program designed to get homeless families into stable housing is about to go away. That means some of the families served by the program could be homeless again. The program was called Move In Multnomah. It promised more than 200 homeless families an apartment rent-free for 1 year. Well, now those same families face rent they can't afford. We talked to one woman in the program who asked to remain anonymous. She has 2 young children and lives off of food stamps and $84 a week in child support. She said in the past year she's tried to find a job and go back to school, but time ran out.
It's like, oh no, I'm about to be homeless in a tent with my kids and a dog owing money to a landlord with an eviction on my record. I'm actually about to be in a bigger hole than before being homeless.
Well, after KGW called the county about this mom, it extended her rental assistance for several months. County commissioners just voted to put $10 million toward preventing families from becoming homeless. It's not clear, though, if the families helped through Move In Multnomah will see any of that money. The Portland Police Bureau wants feedback from the community on a number of different department policies to give guidance on how PPB operates. Right now, the Bureau is reviewing policies for crime and violence prevention, stolen cars, and the department's relationship with the FBI. You can weigh in at portland.gov/police/directives. Vancouver police are looking for a missing mom and her 2 children. 30-year-old Amanda Folston, 5-year-old Liam, and 7-year-old Jesse Tonkin were last seen October 7th and in East Vancouver. Now here's a description and some photos if you look at your screen. Amanda is black, 5'2", with brown eyes and light brown hair. Liam and Jesse are mixed race. We do have this photo to look at. If you have any information about where they are, call 911 or Vancouver Police. 2 local leaders say they're going to run for the soon-to-be vacated seat in Oregon's 3rd congressional district. That's the seat that longtime Congressman Earl Blumenauer has held for the last 27 years. Earlier this week, Blumenauer announced he is stepping down after his current term ends and he will not seek re-election next year. So, former Multnomah County Commissioner Sushila Jayapal says she will run for the seat. She resigned from the county commission to enter the race. Then last night, another name entered the mix. Gresham City Councilor Eddie Morales says he will also run. Both Jayapal and Morales are Democrats. After months of campaigning and years of hoping, fans were disappointed to hear that Portland will not be getting a WNBA team, at least not right now. In a letter to Oregon Senator Ron Wyden, WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert said she was impressed with how Portland advocated for a team, calling the Rose City an ideal destination. But she said she also has some concerns, namely around plans to renovate Moda Center and how those plans could interrupt the WNBA's summer season.
I also think there's a larger issue going on with, the fact that there's not a lot of synergy right now in Portland with the NBA franchise not having a true owner and the WNBA thing trying to blossom amid that. That's hard to do.
Well, not all hope is lost, though. Engelbert also wrote that Portland could still be considered after the renovations at Moda Center are all wrapped up.